Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtual Sunday School. So this week is Advent 2 and we are talking about the story of the Holy Family, and here to help me tell my story are Ford and Elise.
Hi, my name is Ford Daniels. I'm in 6th grade, and my favorite thing about Christmas is eating with my family.
Hi, my name is Elise, and I'm in 3rd grade, and my favorite thing about Christmas is decorating the tree.
So last week, y'all remember we lit the first candle, so to speak, with Sansa, and we talked about Isaiah and the prophets. So let's put that on our map here, and then why don't we flip it over to see what is this week. All right, Elise, so we're going to flip over the second one, but before we do, what do you think's on there?
An Advent.
Advent? Yeah, good job. An Advent wreath?
With 2 candles.
Yeah, so an Advent wreath with 2 candles. That's right. There's actually going to be something else on there, so let's flip it over and see what that other thing is. Ooh, hold it up. Let's see. So we've got the 2 candles like Elise guessed, which was correct, but there's 2 figures on there. So what are those? Do you see the one at the bottom?
The donkey.
That is a donkey. And so who's above the donkey? Do you have any guesses?
Mary and Joseph.
Mary and Joseph. So today we're talking about Mary and Joseph and how they began their journey to Bethlehem. But before they went to Bethlehem, they had to find out that they were going to have a baby. So we are going to tell that story in a fun way today. So our story begins with young Mary here, who was about 15 or 16 years old, and Mary was engaged to be married to a man named Joseph.
Wait, I'm only 15 and I'm getting married?
Yeah, great question. Yes, actually, back in the time of Jesus, people got married really young. It was weird if you were not married by the time you were 20. So, yes, Mary was happily engaged to Joseph. Ah, yes, look at that beautiful engagement ring. Then, one night, Mary went to bed, had gotten nice and cozy, and was just beginning to fall asleep, when all of a sudden there was a loud commotion. Mary was startled awake, and she was shocked at what she saw. It was a bright figure that she had never seen before. She was frightened.
Do not be afraid, Mary. You have favor with God.
Me?
Yes, I am an angel of God. I was sent with news.
Mary was so shocked that an angel of the Lord was standing in front of her that she just couldn't speak.
Mary, you're going to have a baby, the Son of God. You will name the baby Jesus, and he will be great.
How is that possible? I'm not even married yet.
Through the power of the Holy Spirit, you will be with child.
What about Joseph?
I'll talk to Joseph, don't worry. He'll still be your husband.
Yes, I am the Lord's servant.
Satisfied with Mary's faith in the Lord, the angel left. All right, well, thank you, Ford and Elise, so much for helping us tell our story. You did a great job of reenacting Gabriel and Mary. And so once Gabriel left to go to Joseph, Mary and Joseph were married, but do you know what happened to them next?
Yeah.
What happened?
They traveled on a donkey to Bethlehem, and they couldn't find anywhere to stay, so they had to rest Jesus in a barn.
That's right. So Mary and Joseph had to go to Bethlehem, and they rode on the donkey, right? So the donkey was on our card, and they didn't have anywhere to stay, so they ended up staying in the same place that the donkey stayed. That's right. So we will talk about that next week. But as far as our story today, I want to ask y'all, was there something from our story today that you learned that you didn't know before?
Yeah, I learned that Mary was only 15 or 16 when this happened.
Yeah.
And I learned that angels are scary.
Yeah, the angels were scary, which is why that Gabriel had to say to Mary, don't be afraid. Good job. All right, friends, I'm curious, we're talking about the Christmas story and we're talking about Christmas. You've got your Christmas tree behind you and you're going to decorate it soon. I'm wondering, what is your favorite part of our Christmas story with Jesus?
My favorite part is like when Jesus gets born and they all celebrate and stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when all the animals gather around.
Yeah. Oh, that is so sweet. The animals even knew. That was what I like about the story. The animals even knew how special Jesus was. Well, I think my favorite part is when the angels go and they tell the shepherds, and the shepherds were the first people who got to go and see baby Jesus outside of their parents. And so I thought that was really cool. Awesome. Well, friends, we are going to say goodbye this week. I really appreciate you helping me tell our story today. You did such a wonderful job. And before we go, is there anything you want to say to your friends?
No, but bye.
Yeah, bye. Bye's a good thing to say.
Adios.
All right, we'll see y'all next week for Advent 3 and our story about the shepherds.
Adios, amigos.
Good morning, everybody. We are back today talking about more of the Holy Family. Now, I know a couple weeks ago that Miss Ellie showed you a nativity set at her house, and I wanted to continue that today and show you a couple nativity sets that I have at my house. Now, I won't show you all of the figures. We'll just stick with Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus, the angels, and we'll do the donkey because we're talking about the donkey that Mary rode in on today. So the first set I have is special to me. I have Mary and Joseph, and you can see how they're looking down at their little baby Jesus in the manger. This set is one that my mom gave me when I moved out and lived by myself. And then this set comes with an angel that stands up. She's looking down at baby Jesus too. This angel is kneeling down, looking. And the donkey, who was over at the side, and the donkey is laying down because he's tired after his journey. So this is one set we have. I usually set this one up, and we don't move it around a whole lot. It's not breakable. We can touch it, but we don't move it around a whole lot. We have another nativity set at our house, and this one we move around and use the people in it because this one is made of stuffed people. They're soft. They're like little dolls. So this one is Mary, and she sits here. You can see how happy she is. And then we have Joseph, like this. We have a little baby Jesus who's laying in his manger. And I'll move these guys aside and then show you. This is the angel. She doesn't have a halo, but if you look on the back, she does have little wings. They are not nearly as big and fancy as these wings, but they're her own wings. So we have this angel who sits there, and this set also, because the donkey is very important, this set also has a donkey. You can see by his eyes, he's a little bit tired from the journey, and so sometimes he stands up, and sometimes we have him put his legs under him to lay down because he is also tired. So these are the nativity sets that we have at my house. Some that we set up and just look at, and some that we move around and use the people a bit. This week, I want you to take a look in your house, see if you find any Christmas decorations, see if you see things that are green, like this greenery behind me. You see a lot of green and greenery, things that are evergreen. At Christmas, you see a lot of things that are light, like the twinkly lights. You might have lights on your tree, stars that light up, that remind us that Christ is the light in the world. And see if you can find a nativity set or something that reminds you of Jesus in your house this week. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you